Do you see that recording, Kate?
Yes, it is. Yeah, all good.
Okay, so hi everybody. Welcome to Team Activate training tonight. My name is Una Closey and I have got the delightful Kate Hill
Hello.
with me tonight. And Kate is going to do the announcements. Now, there's quite a few, but we'll get through them pretty quickly, okay? And then I'm just going to do a short presentation on customer retention and the importance of our customers. So, our team values, as you can see, is accepting. We accept everybody as equal. Our commitment is we commit to always do our best. Our teamwork, we always work together so that everybody benefits. We should have integrity, and we show integrity in all that we do, and we pride ourselves on that. We value ourselves and take nothing personal. And we want everybody to be a great LifeVantage ambassador. We always want you to be true to your word and be trustworthy and always be the best example to our teammates. And I just need to, can everybody just mute themselves, please? Just 1 sec. Okay, there we go. So I'd like to present to you Kate Hill. Kate is one of our distributors who's doing amazing stuff over in Perth. And Kate is a Pro 5 and she joined LifeVantage about 18 months ago in 2017. So Kate is going to take this over. I just want to say there's somebody not muted. Sorry.
You should be able to mute them all.
I did. I muted them all, but still, sometimes when you come in on a phone or something, you can't do it. We've had this problem.
We have.
I'm just trying to see who it is.
Cannot both be
Sue
live.
Yates. Sue Yates, can you please mute yourself? And Sam Sandara. And I think that should be it. Sorry, guys.
There's Henry as well. It's not muted.
Okay. All right, so Kate, you can take it away from here.
Take it away. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Monday night training. It's great to see you all on. We've got 53 on, so we're doing great guns. So I'm just going to welcome all new distributors to our wonderful team. Thank you for coming on, and do make sure that you get on this Monday night training because we have some fantastic stuff that we like to share with you. And you know, it says to climb high, we climb together, and that's what we like to see ourselves in Team Activate. So I'm going to rush through it a little bit. Importance for you to know and do. Just let me shrink that screen so I can see it. Hold on. So firstly, it's really important that we make everybody aware that to use Protandim for 1 month for every decade, okay? So if you're 50, then it's 5 months. If you're 30, it's 3 months. But really make sure that people know that this is the point. I mean, I always say to people, don't waste your money on one bottle. You have to sign for at least 3 months. So we really need to keep that in mind when we're signing people up. Start people with that commitment on that auto ship subscription. You know, right from get-go, get them signed up, get them in your business, and get them having it every month. And most people will stay on, and that's what this training's about. Look after your customers. This is so, so important. Stay in touch with them, check up how they're going, send them stuff, and just keep them knowing that what we have and what they're taking is absolutely imperative for their health now and for the future. And look, fourthly, get in where they fit in, okay? So if they're customers, you know, sign them in. If they want to join the business, then you know, that's the next level. Distributors to be on a monthly subscription, please remember this. We all have to be on that 1 bottle a month to actually start getting paid. It's so important, and you know, there's no little button that presses to say you didn't do it, and it's really important that we're all on that 40 volume subscription every month. Join the 4-week new distributor training every Thursday night. So you'll all be aware now we've gone from having 4 events to just the 1, and it really is an amazing system that has been developed by Charlotte and the leaders to really start you strong, and that's every Thursday night. So please come on and learn how you can really run your business fast. Now, this is really super, super important, and we never cross-recruit, guys. So, you know, you always send the person back to whoever added them to the group. Okay, so like the Activate My Life group, you know, you look after your people in there. Don't just stick them in there and never talk to them. You know, I'm one of the administrators, and I've had a lot of people saying, can I buy the product? And I have to direct them back to the people. So never cross-recruit. Always send the person back to whoever invited them to the event or anything. No personalized marketing material. You don't have anything with your name on at any of these corporate events. Your business starts and ends with you. This really is the best mindset for a success. You can't blame others. There's no saying my upline's not helping me. You know, no expecting others to give you people help. You know, business starts and ends with you. This is your business, and yes, we all help each other, but we have to take responsibility for that. So, you know, think positively, guys. Our team support system is here to help you, okay? So for our distributors, all you guys, there's this Facebook group, you all know, we've got the Team Activators distributors, and that's where, you know, get all the information. We prefer that to be sort of information driven and inspiration rather than asking questions. Please try and go to your upline for any sort of information within the business if you can. We also have the teamactivate.net, which you can go on, and that has all the training you can ever imagine. It's in there. We've all done it. It's fantastic, and it's a great tool to use. So for customers and prospects and distributors, we've got the Facebook group Activate My Life, which I was just talking about, where we've got all our potentials, we've got people taking it, and we've got distributors. We've got the Facebook group as well, which is Activate My Pet, which is growing every day, which is fantastic. So put people in there. And we've also got activatemylife.net. So that's the website to send prospects if they want to, you know, really find out. And it's a great tool for them to learn about what Pretendum is and all our studies. So, you know, we really have developed, LifeVantage has developed a roadmap for when you sign up to get into Pro 7. It really is, you know, a great way to get you there. And it's running fast, running quick. So Pro 2 in 30 days is a pace setter. And you get these bonus points. You can see you get $250 if you go Pro 2 in 30 days. And Pro 3 in 90 days will give you these points, and then it'll rank you up. So then you're looking at Pro 5, which is 20,000 points, and you go to the summit. So I'll be there next week, and you win that trip, and it's just going to be amazing. And then Pro 7, you know, 100,000 points. So this is a roadmap. So get to Pro 2, 3, 5, and 7, and you will have success, and you will, you know, get these bonuses on the way. So just reach the stars, everyone. You know, it's there for the taking. So announcement, Facebook requires a person, okay, to be added to a group to accept the invite before they are added, and you can tag them, okay? So we've had a lot of requests saying, I've added people to our, added them to the group, and I can't tag them. It's because they haven't accepted the invite. So please make sure. Can somebody mute there? A little bit of music in the background. Make sure that when you have a group, you know, with our Activate My Life group and Activate My Pet, you ask them whether they want to be invited first, and then they accept, and then you can tag them. Really, really important. Please ask them all these before you do that. So here we are launching Activate My Pet Facebook. It really is a lovely little site. We've got some great testimonies. Your best friend deserves help, and as we know in Australia here, we've got a lot of people loving their animals. So, you know, share your testimonials in there, guys, and why the animals suffer from oxidative stress. You know, that's why animals die young, because they're breathing oxygen faster than we are. So it's really important that people are aware of that, and they'll put their dogs on Pretendum and have a happier animals and happier life. So the new distributor training is every Thursday night, like I was saying. It's the same time, the same Zoom, and it's brilliant for new distributors. It really gets you strong, okay? And there's all the times there. And look, even distributors who want to relaunch themselves or just think, you know, just revisit it, get on there and relearn and just be inspired. Team Training Australia schedules, always find it on. So whenever you want to see what we're doing, you can see it in Team Activate My Net, or it's all in there. Am I running through this fast? Team Training Australia schedule, here it is. You can always see it on teamactivatemy.net. It's in there. It says what we're doing. Trainings every Monday night. Then we've got the beautiful Powerhouse, which is live DMOs, and it teaches you how to get these daily methods of operation running smoothly and shows you how to do it. Then on a Wednesday night, we have an opportunity meeting. So you invite all your prospects. It's a 30-minute overview of, the products and the company. That's brilliant. Bring them on. And then your first week Start Strong is on that Thursday with all new distributors, and it really gets you going. It's absolutely brilliant. We're so excited to be launching it. So tomorrow night we have the DMO training, and that's the power hour, okay? So come on, bring your phones. If you want to use your phones, that's the one that you're going to use to sort of do Facebook invites and stuff. And it's you just learn how to build your LifeVantage business online. And it starts off with a bit of half an hour of teaching you, and then you get on there and you actually do it. We all do it together. So it really is a great way to get you into a good habit of doing these daily DMOs. Thanks, Una. So, upcoming events. Okay, so please remember, everybody, you can find the details of LifeVantage Australia events on our Facebook page. It's not used enough. We create events on this page when we're having, so everyone can see. And, I've been putting Perth events in there. I've seen all sorts of events. So you can send your people. The more people, the more energy, the better results. So that's what we want to do. So have a look and make yourself aware that any events, you might have a prospect in Melbourne, and you go on and you'll see that Melbourne are doing some events soon, and you can just invite your people, and, they will be looked after by our team over there. Thanks, Una. Ooh.
Can you see that?
Yeah, it's the Carrie Dickey, isn't it? Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah, so exciting. We have the probiotic launch. Carrie Dickey is coming on April the 1st to the April the 6th, and she's kicking off in Perth. Love your gut, probiotics. We all know that a lot of health now comes from the stomach. It's very fashionable. It's going to, be great to have our probiotic here. Bring, seriously, if you can get anybody to come to this event, Carrie Dickey is a powerhouse. She's top of the Team Hearttree. She has got energy like you wouldn't believe. I've seen her at Global. She's a joy to just watch and learn. So get your people to see Carrie Dickey. I honestly, you'll get people signing up left, right and centre. And we will be talking a little bit about hair care there, because we're launching hair care in June. So that will be talked about as well, I believe, at this event. So get inviting now, guys.
Kate, sorry, I did make a little bit of a glitch there. That should be till April the 8th. I apologise.
Oh, okay, April the 8th.
It would be something. But hey ho, guys, it's after taking me about 3 days to put this together. So this is the nurse, not the IT person. Oh, yes, Carrie will be here until, because somebody will say, it's not the 6th, it's the 8th.
Yeah, they will.
So but yeah, as Kate said, please, guys, get your people to this. She is a powerhouse. And we move on.
Okay, so our lovely February specialist webinars is coming to an end, which is a little bit sad, but it's been a brilliant series of biohackers for doctors and entrepreneurs and athletes. And we've got 2 lovely ones left. We've got Dr. Sean Weaver, and she's tomorrow morning, I think, at 8 o'clock, isn't she, or Wednesday? Wednesday. And then we've got our beautiful Beata, who's going to talk to us about, being a CEO and entrepreneur and why she joined the business, and she's Pro 6. So, invite your people, support them. And, we always have the recordings. I've definitely been sending recordings to people, and it's really very, very helpful stuff. So, it's thank everybody for, particularly G Fletcher, for sorting this out, and all these wonderful people that came on. Congratulations. Whoop, whoop. Congratulations to our beautiful Pro 5 Summit winners. 9 people earning all expenses trip to Utah for March. And I remember joining this company and thinking, I'm never going to get to the summit. And guess what? I'm there. So, Helga Dalla, beautiful Helga, Mandy McDonald, Susan Holland, Beata, Jude Armstrong, Karen Hearn, my lovely Amberly Poole, and Raji Deva. We're all going to this fully paid trip. And I believe it's probably, Charlotte said last week, it's one of the best ones she's ever been to. So reach for Pro 5, everyone. Maintain it for a month. And I reckon next one, Una, there'll be like double the people going.
It's an amazing trip to go on. We went on it last year, and guys, I can't explain to you what this does to you, just as an individual, and to, understand the company and the people who are at the top. And something, they're no different than you or I. Anybody can do it. You just have to have the passion. So well done, Kate, and the rest of the winners. You've done an amazing job.
Yeah.
And
next is obviously the it's the island trip. Gosh, I gave on the right week to do training, didn't I? Yeah. So So here's our incentive trip that we have, guys, every year. Some of the newbies won't realise, but every year LifeVantage do this run to a beautiful place somewhere in the world, and we're going to a castle in Ireland this year. So congratulations so far. We've got the lovely Charlotte and beautiful G, and myself and Miss Amber Lee Poole have all qualified. We are more than just thrilled to be there, but we want more of you there. So, you know, dig deep, go and look and see what you need, how you can get there. Look at ranking people, you know, bringing packs on, bringing people on. You know, there are still a lot of people who are in the ballpark, and we want to take a really good, solid Aussie team with us. So get there. The hot news is the hot new incentive, and this has come in recently, and it's about going to corporate tours. And look, you know, to be successful, I really recommend you get to these corporate tours. It just solidifies, you know, what we have here. It just takes you to the next level. I've gone to every single corporate tour. And that's only 3 or 4 a year, and I've actually even been over East as well to some of the other ones. But if you do that, you're going to get a reserved VIP seating at the Australia Leader Academy in November, and that's pretty special. I mean, I'm hoping that we have half a room, Una, of VIP seating. So, yeah. You know, and plus every guest that you bring to one of these events, and if you enroll them in the first 4 weeks of going to this event, you get a free LifeVantage t-shirt, which, you know, is fantastic. So if that does happen to you, just email Angie Packy, and she will sort you out with the beautiful black biohacking t-shirt that we've got. And you know that they aren't, you know, they're hard to get. So, you know, do that and sign people up. It's a great incentive. And get to the Academy in November. We're going to have another great event. So I'm going to pass you over to our beautiful Una, who is going to talk to us about training. The training topic is customer retention. And as you probably all know, it's super, super important that we keep these people on in our business, but also for themselves, to really understand that they really need to, you know, be on it for long term, that it's not just about how they feel today, but it's how it's going to help them for the rest of their life. So over to you, Una. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Kate. I just want to say a huge, big congratulations, though, to all those winners. You know, it's not an easy thing to win those incentives, but, you know, it really shows that, you know, if you're consistent and passionate and you never give up. You know, when I won it last year and won the Bahamas trip, it was like up until 2 minutes to midnight, and I was still trying to crunch some numbers. So, you know, if it's not for you this time, it can be the next time. But know that everybody has the ability to do this. You know, every single one of us. But a huge congratulations to the guys for winning these trips, and enjoy every minute of it. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit now about customer retention. So my name is not Charlotte Venter, it's Una Closey. I am a nurse here on the Sunshine Coast. I've been nursing for 34 years. So I joined LifeVantage as one of the famous 5, really, in April 2016. And our anniversary actually is coming up on Good Friday. And we sat at McDonald's in Maroochydore at 6 o'clock on Good Friday morning, having a cup of coffee and going, oh my gosh, you know, what if this is all just a joke? You know, are we and I'm the nurse, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, biggest skeptic in the group. But you know something, when there's that little bit of integrity in you, and you think, if this is true, we can actually change millions and millions of lives. And we sat there with 1 bottle of Protandim between us and our cup of coffee, and that was the beginning. And we're now 3 years later, and look what we've achieved. But we would never have achieved it if we didn't have our customer base. And that's why I'm going to talk to you tonight. And some people may think, oh my gosh, you know, it's a little bit of a, you know, it's a calming topic and everything. But, you know, customer retention is absolutely huge. So I've done the best that I can, and hopefully it'll be enough. So customer retention is an enormous factor for the success of your business. So I've just done it in some dot points like this. So we have got a subscription model with our company, and it's a client retention model. So it means a continuing stream of revenue or income. And retaining customers is crucial to your long-term business success. It's the glue of passive income. And I do hear some people say, you know, to me sometimes, oh my gosh, you know, I've got customers, but, you know, I just can't get a distributor. I can't get a distributor. And you know what I say to them? You know, I've had distributors. I've had many gold, platinum distributors who I brought in a lot of them and they've fallen off, you know. But, you know, your customers, if you treat your customers well, you retain them. And that's what builds your business. I listened to Eric Worre talk to a lady 2 days ago, and she is with another network marketing company, and she's been with them, I think, about 33 years now. But she was she's been consistently the highest income earner and the highest customer. She's got the highest number of customers in customer retention. So it just shows you what you can achieve just by treating your customers well and keeping them in the system. One-time customers are not going to fuel the continued growth of your business. What you're looking for is retention and order ships every month. Your income is determined by how many people you serve. And think about that word. It's not about just selling to them. It's about how many people you serve and how well you serve them. Treat the act of keeping customers as important as it is to getting them. The sales transaction is at the start of the relationship, not the end. And that's what this is. It's a relationship business. Build the customer and not the sale. Make them feel like you care about them even after the purchase, as this will make all the difference in building a strong and lasting relationship. And you have to love your product and have an emotional connection to it. I live and breathe Protandim. You know, I don't live and breathe True Science as much, but I'm getting there, and I'm really getting there with the probiotic. But that's just because Kate will probably be the same. You know, with the nursing background, we've given pharmaceuticals out for so many years, and now we've got this amazing product that we don't claim to cure, treat, or mitigate any disease, but we've got this product, and we've seen these huge, amazing transformations with people. And I have got a huge emotional attachment to that. And people see it when I talk about it. And the skill set here is to attract and educate people. It is not about selling to people. It's about educating people on, you know, a different way. It's about intervention, you know. All of our business is about conversation. So if conversation is happening with our customers or with our people, our business is alive. If conversation stops, your business is dead. So if you don't talk to people, you're not going to get anywhere. It's pretty much plain and simple. So find and create a way to keep in touch with your people and your customers. Sometimes some people are not ready at a specific time. It doesn't mean that they're never going to be ready. If it's a no, just keep educating them and keep drip feeding them. And we have got, as Kate said, we've got all these new videos, you know, from top professionals, top educators in our company that we can send out to people. So it's just about educating people. And stay in front of the customer on a regular basis. Just don't sign them up, get them on order ship, and then just leave them. That's not what this is about, but it's what some of us do because, you know, we probably didn't know any different at the beginning either, and we're all learning in this. So build rapport and trust, and provide excellent customer service, and create open and honest communication between you and your customer. The best retention strategy is a satisfied customer. And we need to aim to over-deliver all the time and maintain retention. So how can we improve customer retention and strengthen our business? So there's a couple of ways. We can manage their expectations and give great service. So everything begins with expectations. So you're always looking at what is your customer's expectation. Customer retention is fickle when customer service is lacking. And we see that all the time when our customers drop off because you know, you're not looking after them. Make sure your customer is dealt with promptly, courteously, and efficiently, and listen to their needs. There is no point in you trying to educate or sell somebody Protandim or True Science if what they're looking for is something different. So if what they're looking for is a weight loss product, yes, Protandim is going to help them in some ways, but it's not classified as a weight loss product. So listen to their needs. If our customers expect phenomenal results and just get good results, then they're going to be disappointed. And we see this again all the time. I never tell people that this product is going to cure, treat, or mitigate disease. Even people who are sick, I don't target sick people because that's not what we're about. I'm not saying that we don't help sick people, but I'm just saying it's an NRF2 activator. So I am not telling people that you're going to get cured or you're going to have an improvement in your symptoms, but I'm going to tell them what the product does, and it decreases oxidative stress. So if they expect decent results and they get great results, like the majority of our customers do, they're going to be ecstatic and they're going to trust you and stay with you. So if you set your expectations too low, they won't go with your company in the first place. So it's vital to strive and set moderate, realistic expectations for long-term outcomes. The other thing, sorry, I just have to, no, upside daisy, how do I go back? Sorry. The other thing is trust. If your customers feel they cannot trust you, they're going to leave. So you need to stay transparent. Build this trust by staying as transparent as possible and giving your customers as much information as they need, including staying in regular communication with updates on products and proactively addressing any problems as they arise. And that's the one thing that I find, like with LifeVantage, lots of people say, oh, I wish we had all these products, you know, that were in the States. I don't. Carrie Dickey that's coming out here, she built her whole business on Protandim NRF2 and a bottle of True Science. That's all that she had, and she's the highest income earner in this company. So the way that I look at it is, it's like we've got Protandim NRF1, and we've got the skincare, and we've got the hand care. So we've developed that over 3 years, and that's what we're building on. So just think about what we're going to be able to do in the next couple of years. We're getting probiotic, we'll hopefully eventually maybe get Axio by a stroke of luck or stroke of God or somebody. We're getting hair care, the only NRF2 hair care in the world, which is going to, hair care is an $85.5 billion business. I didn't even understand that. I was like, hair care, really, Nurse Una? And then when we went to, Kate will tell you, when we went to global, $85.5 billion industry. It's like, woohoo, you know, it is going to explode here. So keep your customers informed on what products are coming out. Culture is what drives the customer's experience. And I believe that's one of the things that we have, you know, more so than any other company. We have a really good culture. Relating to your customers on a personal level can be the difference in maintaining a sustainable business. And I know a lot of this, again, you know, people go, oh yeah, that's, you know, that's easier said than done, but it's the way forward and the way that we should be treating our business. We need to follow up consistently throughout the process, after the closing, and keep people informed when they give us referrals to cultivate trust and forge bonds. And if you've got a customer who's really happy with you, what are they going to do? They're going to share it with their family, with their friends, with their neighbors, and that's building your business even more. So make sure that initial conversation that you develop that relationship and trust. Establishing an initial connection is critical. Customer interaction cannot stop there, and it must be ongoing. So deliver more. Go above and beyond the call of duty and give a little bit extra. So like a couple of weeks ago, I was sending some hair care to a lady who had actually gone back onto NRF2. And I just sent her a hand care, just as a, you know, it's just a little incentive. It's like, well, why not try that? So you can send people a little extra, a free bonus, a little product, a special discount for being a loyal customer out of the blue. It generates massive goodwill. And I know Brett Downey, I don't know whether Brett is on here tonight or not, but I know he does that. He has a group that he rewards them, you know, if they're the 50th customer or the 100th customer or something like that. And we do it as well in our Activate My Life group. You know, we did a giveaway probably about 6 weeks ago, and 10 of the other leaders and I did some training on the different products and did some live videos into that group and gave out some product. And it was huge, the impact that had and the amount of extra people that we got to put into the group. So just think about it, a little bit of goodwill goes a long way. And also thank them all the time for choosing to stay with you, because they don't have to stay with you. And tell them that you appreciate it. And it depends on the type of personality that they are as well. Some people prefer to be told it. Some people prefer to be shown it. So let them know in words and deeds how important their business is to you. And continue to offer them incentives to visit you again. When we had NRF2 and then we knew NRF1 was coming, we did a huge amount of education with people on saying, the benefit of NRF1 in combination with NRF2. And that's how most people have started on the dual synergy pack now. So encourage loyalty. Give your customers a reason to stay with you. Find a unique selling point for them to stay with your brand. That is, it could be the provision of compounding benefits or a disadvantage to withdrawing after a certain point. And, that's, again, the power of education. When you're telling people, as Kate said, if somebody, the same thing, says to me, I'm going to try it for a month, I'm like, hands up, really, I don't advise you to do that. I wouldn't encourage it. Stay on it a month for every decade, or at least 3 months, because and it's only sometimes when they come off it then that they feel the benefit that they've had anyway, and tell them that. So a disadvantage to withdrawing after a certain point are ongoing additions that make your customers feel that your service gets consistently better. And that's what we should be doing. Focus on the entire experience of the customer. It's critical to focus on sending personal communication throughout the life cycle of the customer. Get personal. At the center of your relationship will be the engagement of one person and another, or with another. So it's all about relationship building. The welcome letter that we send people is critical. I cannot emphasize that enough to you guys. That is a critical piece of information that we need to be sending to all our customers. It's the single most important communication customers receive. Now, we are doing better things as well as a company. With our auditships, we are starting to send out a little bit more information, and the core committee and the leadership council are working on that as well, that we are sending people a little bit more information. We're also talking about doing some monthly emails to all the customers in our downlines, just to be able to, again, drip feed them a little bit of information and just say thank you, what's going on with the company, what we have coming up, etc. So all those things we're working on, especially here in Australia, so please be aware of that. It's also in your best interest maybe just to add some personal touches to your interactions. Like, you're not going to do handwritten notes to everybody, I know that, and you're not going to do thank you notes to everybody, but you might do it, to the people who are around in your area or those closest to you. Even little birthday cards or personal exchanges are all really valuable additions. Email campaigns are something that, as our teams and our customer groups grow bigger, that's something that we will be concentrating on. So also ensure that your brand and product stays top of their mind. That is, the more your customer is exposed, the less likely they are to leave you or leave our company. Personalized weekly, monthly updates help retention rates dramatically. So use any excuse that you can to keep your company at the forefront of the mind of your customer. And be there when things go wrong. We see this all the time. This is foremost. So be really quick to resolve issues and show your dedication towards your customers. So it doesn't matter if you have to stay up until midnight to sort out a problem with customer service, do it. I can guarantee you that's what I would do, because I would not be able to go to bed knowing that I had a customer that was unhappy and that I could have done something about it, but, left it until the next day. This is what shows your customers how loyal and how important they are to you. So, and we have it with shipping, we have it with auto ships, You know, we're no different than any other company, and especially because we're just growing and we're still very young. You know, we have had lots of issues, which have seriously got a lot better, but we're still going to have, you know, the occasional one going wrong, or maybe a wrong delivery or something. So when your customer tells you that, you just say, leave it with me, I'm going to sort it for you. And if you don't know what to do, go to your upline and we'll sort it for you. So no customer relationship is perfect. Things are going to go wrong. Some may be your fault, some may be the company's fault, and some won't be anybody's fault. It's just human error, and it happens. But the important thing is that we deal with it, and we deal with it professionally. That's what leadership is all about. So there's no whining to somebody else. Just find out how and where, how we can sort it, and just do it. And accept the customer's expectations have not been met, and make sure they are resolved. So regardless of how or why, it's your responsibility to tell your customers or your clients what's going on, and be proactive in trying to address the situation. Otherwise, they have a reason to leave. People just want honesty. And I find that in any profession, if you're just honest with people, people are forgiving and accepting. Ask and accept feedback as well. So always welcome and ask your customers for constructive feedback. People love to do that. Conduct regular customer evaluations or surveys and advise them of the outcome, and let your customer know their voice is heard. I find that when I enroll a customer and you send out like a customer evaluation form. Oh dear. When I send out that customer evaluation form, it's really good because it makes them think, you know, do I have pain? Did I have pain? Where was my pain? Was I sleeping well? Sorry, I'll just beat that person. Sorry, let's just go back here. Yeah, so where was I? Anyway, customer retention is something you have to work at and improve constantly at an individual level. There should never be a point where you are content enough to stop improving or think that you've done enough, and encourage your team to maximize their ability to retain customers. So track and learn about your customers' changing needs and preferences. I just did a little bit here about how to handle objections efficiently, so I'm just going to run through this very, very quickly. So there's a number of objections that people can come up with. Really how you need to deal with it and handle it more efficiently is just let them feel that they're heard. So one of the most off-putting aspects of interacting with a person is feeling that they're not listening to you. So when a customer objects, be it that they don't have money, that it's network marketing, and I've had this, it's like, so you earn money from me buying this product from you, and I'm like, yes, I do. And it's just like, so does the Avon lady, and so does the Tupperware lady, and so does the Unique lady, you know, but that's why we can give you this product so cheaply. So when a customer objects, simply take note and confirm their concern back to them and say, so what I'm hearing you say is this. It's very, very important that you repeat it back and they understand that you understand their objection. Chances are you have an answer to their objection, but adding in the confirmation and acknowledgement of it goes a long way with them. Explain how your solution helped others. So this is another thing that you can do. Customers are typically lost after objections if you get defensive, overbearing, or unclear. So don't become aggressive like that. Objections can be easily overcome in the process by just using a simple but effective technique called feel, felt, found. And that gives your customers an understanding that the concern makes sense, and it gives them an example of a customer with a similar concern, and explain how your solution solved that problem. Take the opportunity to start a conversation, because objections are usually thrown out when a specific client's need isn't being met. And that's something to think about. And that's often from a lack of communication or miscommunication. So spending time understanding your client's needs as well as their value will help avoid difficult situations. Customers want to be understood and have their needs cared for. So just think about how you would feel yourself. And remember that objections are really opportunities to start conversations. And acknowledge and address. You have to ask yourself, is their objection valid? Some of the time it is. If it is, then you have to acknowledge that and provide a coherent solution. And if you truly believe their objection is off base, then you need to explain that in a way that doesn't seem combative or could make them feel they're not being taken seriously, because the last thing a customer wants is to be told they're wrong, as we all know. So begin every customer resolution with one simple question. What's the outcome? The answer sets the tone for resolving the situation while working within the realm of what's possible in the scope of the business. And it can be surprising how fair-minded and thoughtful customers can be while taking their own personal interests and the businesses into consideration. And be honest about your product. That's a big, big thing. Don't tell them it's going to cure them. No product or service is 100% what the customer is looking for. There will always be some concessions to be made. But be upfront in telling what your product can and cannot do. You know, and some people will go, oh, but will it do this? It's like, well, I don't know what it's going to do. I can just tell you what it's scientifically proven to do. That's all that you can say. And back it up with customer stories. And we are the luckiest people in the world. We have got that Activate My Life group with nearly 13,000 customers, distributors, prospects at the moment. That's a massive tool to be using. So just be honest and straightforward in dealing with these objections. And it will alleviate customers' concerns, and they'll trust you, because honesty builds credibility. Share customer testimonials, and that's what we do in Activate My Life. Share the stories about other customers who have had similar objections during the sales process, but ultimately moved forward with your offering and saw product or business success as a result. So that way you're demonstrating empathy for the customer by acknowledging their concerns, while also showing why other companies made the decision to move forward and ultimately they found value in your solution. So take an educational approach. Often we end up trying to prove our customers wrong while overcoming their objections, when we should really take an educational approach. And that's what we're about. We're about educating people. Who wants to buy from somebody who's smug and superior? Don't be like that. Educate your client on how the product will add value to their life, their business, and they will be a long-term customer. And finally, ask, don't tell. An objection is an amazing opportunity to understand the needs of the customer. Most sales professionals squander this opportunity, but don't. They try to minimize the objection or convince the customer that their solution is best. So instead, try to ask as many questions as you have in order to understand their concern. Your demeanor should be calm, upbeat, and inquisitive. And once you understand the root of the problem, deal with it head on. And that's the end of training for tonight, guys. So I want to say a big thank you to everybody. I'm just going to have a quick look in the chat and see if there's anything in there. I'm not even sure if I can see the chat. Kate, can you see the chat?
Yeah, look, I did follow it. Oh, hold on, I'm muted, I think. Hold on.
No, I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me? Yeah, look, there's not much. It was really just people asking about the letter, you know, the welcome letter, which I know at the moment we're tweaking it, aren't we?
Yes.
And we've got a postcard now that comes with
the NRF1.
NRF1, so we're getting people interested in that. And our aim is to have a little pretendum, like a little information in the box as well about pretendums, and you know that you have to be on it for a month for every decade and all that. So that's coming, guys. So just know that we're onto it. We're trying to get tools out there that will make this a little bit better for everyone. But yeah, no, it's coming soon. So no, I think you did a great job, Una.
I think there's going to be, I think Charlotte, we were looking as well, probably at Leadership Council as well. We were looking at that email that she will actually, because, all the customers that are under her, but it's not going to be from Charlotte's email. So please don't get scared about anything like that. It's just going to be a generic email that we're technically looking at sending out, just keeping people informed, about what's coming. And that to me would be a massive tool, because, obviously people can do it themselves. I know Helga's got a great system going, but again, the other thing that you need to look at as well is, when you're talking about customers, so many of these customers become distributors.
Correct.
That is the importance of, it's not the, I don't mean it's the importance of keeping in contact with them. You know, they're customers at the end of the day, but because of our company and our product and our culture, so many of them become distributors. So if you're new on here tonight, guys, you are so in the right place.
Totally.
You know?
And look, you know, I when I first started, I didn't even realize, you know, that it was, or I'd ask people if they were interested in the business. They thought, oh, I don't want to take away your customers. They don't realize that it's actually, you know, like a team thing, that we work together. And so go to your customers and say, look, you know, you're having great results. You know, would you like to share it with anyone? And if they do, say, look, you know, you're finding people. Have you thought about being a distributor? Because quite often these people, it just hasn't even entered their head. A, that you would want them to be that, and B, that they can do it. And so it's our job to really, you know, give these people another way of earning money and helping people. You know, don't really dismiss that. Go back to your customers every now and then and see if they're interested in being distributors, and you'll find you'll find some might. So yeah, absolutely, just love on these people.
Okay, so that's it, guys. That's it for tonight. So thank you all so much for coming on, and we'll stop and end the meeting now. Take care.
Thanks, Una.
No worries.